Liquor or White Claws?
Both.
So take a shot. Cheers. Mac Miller or Kendrick?
Why you wanna get like me? I be getting fly like stars and rovers. Money in the bank I need.
Yo, it's your boy Uno, and this is another episode of Uno and Friends. I got my special guest with me, O.G David James.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Man, thank you for coming out. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to have you.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
You know what it is. Look, so we're just going to start it off with, you had dropped a new project, Biggest Little Dreams. I'm a fan of that shit. That shit slaps. I would say would you say it's your debut album?
Yeah, I'm going to call it debut album. I tried to drop one when I first started making music in 2017 called Open Waters, but I didn't buy any of the beats.
Right.
And I didn't know how to release shit on platforms. It made it to all platforms, but later I took that shit down and because I just was still in beat. I was just on some.
You wasn't doing it the right way.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was just making music.
Young nigga shit, trying to get it
out.
Yeah,
trying to. Yeah,
for sure. So, what's your musical influences? Like, I started listening to the album, you know, and the first track kind of reminded me of like Linkin Park kind of vibes. It kind of reminded me of like, you know, with a little bit of Eminem. So I was thinking, like, is early 2000s kind of an influence on who you are as an artist and shit like that?
I would call it that. Okay, it's weird. I grew up listening to, like, really no hip-hop. I wasn't a big, like, hip-hop guy growing up, but I was punk rock, man. Like, my dad, I listened to a lot of punk rock. I listened to, like, classic rock. My uncle's a guitar player. It's when I moved to Reno in 2011 and that I really got like influenced by albums like Take Care, like Good Kid, Mad City, because those were all coming out in my
time.
Yeah, that was in when I was in high school. That's what was dropping, and that's where I found a spark. Because he was singing and rapping and, like, I don't know, I just caught a vibe and
that's what it was.
Yeah.
So rock...
Cold 2, 2014 Forest Hills.
So was rock kind of influenced at that time? Not that
I don't feel like you hear it.
I hear Linkin, to be honest. That's why I said Linkin Park to say it started off. I hear Linkin, early 2000s music.
Right.
Just off the intro, if we going off of Big Little Dreams, we'll see it through. Just the way you decided to attack those certain beat style.
Yeah.
I just kind of was like, this low key.
It is. You know what it is? I like that type of sound. Gorillas. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, sure. Those are the type beats that I be looking up. Like, a lot of artists, you know, look up kind of what's hot, and I do that too sometimes. Yeah. But
for the album, you definitely wanted to be different.
I wanted it to be different. I didn't want it to be super industry, and I wanted it to be more in depth on like who I am, like as an artist. You know, sure. Like my personal life, a little more personal. Like definitely. You see, Letter to My Father. Like, yeah, definitely. It's got yeah.
So leading into that, you have a record where you talk about your family a lot throughout the album. And you really trying to be, not trying to be, you are being personable. So,
right.
On the first song, you kind of talking about your grandma and kind of opening up into that. On the second song, you kind of going into your father and talking about that with Letter to Your Father, talking about that relationship a little bit.
Yeah.
How big of an impact were those two people in your life? You started off the album with those two people. So, I think it'd be,
yeah, man.
That's something that caught my attention. Was just like, okay, off rip, he's trying to open up the world into O.G. David James's world, and if you could do anything that you want to talk about, your first two songs that enter people into that world are about I think the most two people that mean the most to you. So
yeah, and it's crazy because I know you, and I haven't really I don't open up.
No, we don't talk about that.
Nah, we don't, bro. We're just
that's off the music.
Yeah, we're just on a mission, right? We're just having fun. But yeah, you just nailed it on the head, bro. I didn't have much growing up, right? I was always bouncing around. My mom, it was on some other shit. She was absent since like I was little, man, like third grade. I got taken from my mom. My dad sobered up, man, and he got custody of me. And we went to my grandma's house. That's where that was like my home foundation, was my grandma's house, where I actually still live there today, you know. I'm still with my grandpa. Rest in peace to my grandma, but
rest in peace.
She was like my mom, bro. Without a doubt. I don't get too much into it, like, in the album.
And we don't have to.
No, here I'm down, you know, I'm not.
Whatever you come to.
I'm not, it's nothing big. But yeah, absolutely, like, my grandma was everything to me. That was my mom. And my dad was my right hand. That's all I ever had, right? Sure. And it leans more into that. And, well, obviously led it to my father. But I lean more into it on 4th Street. Those two influence everything I do. And, you know, I do everything I do to not only make grandma proud, but I want to be able to take my dad out of the situation that he's in. Yeah. So part of music, it's the love for music, but that's what fueled it for sure. Grandma and my pops.
So
100%.
Let's take a shot real quick before I ask you this next question. What we drinking today? It's up to you. Whatever we doing. Don't name them because, you know, we ain't got no sponsorships, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. I'm drinking with you.
Well, you talking about pops, man. Where's the vodka at? I don't drink vodka. I
can't do the vodka, bro. That's demon right there.
Yeah, vodka's down bad. Let's take I think we all know what this is. Let's do that. Let's run it, bro. Let's mix, man, because I'm off a little tequila right now, so.
Let's mix it up. I usually have the guests open it up, you know what I mean? I could think that's a special honors, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn,
we got a fresh bottle. Okay.
Fresh bottle, you know what I'm saying? These bottles are going to last us through the whole season, hopefully.
If I can open this motherfucker.
Yeah, my bad. I had to do a little trick. We can play a song real quick. What song you want me to play off the album while we getting our first little song?
Let's go 4th Street, bro.
Okay. Well,
or if you want to make a pick, I mean, shit.
We ain't talked about. Well, it's kind of a bad time because I wanted to talk about the rest, but we can go in it. We're gonna go 4th Street, but then we can talk about 4th Street later.
Okay. Yeah. I personally, before you play it, I personally think not only does that have the market value, like, I think it sounds really dope.
Right.
It could be a hit.
Right.
But that shit means the most to me.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
See you soon.
I love you, buddy.
Bye.
I'll see you in California.
See you on Tuesday.
Alright, I'm ready. I love you. Good night.
Good night. I love you.
Wait up, 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 so lonely, let my heart up on 4th Street. They don't know what that cost me. When will I be home? Oh, save that. Don't want no sorries, I'll take that. By myself, it's amazing how I got it alone. 7-7, I got me a check. 7-7, I got me some head. 7-7, you let me for dead. 7-7, you know me the best. On the strip in the night, I get caught. On the strip, I was riding the boat. On the strip, I was stuck in the zone. On the strip, we had money to blow.
So for the viewers who are just watching that, I thought I was hot sauce, baby.
Hot as fuck.
Trying to take a shot.
Hot sauce.
And it happened to be dark liquor. So I'm pretty mad now because y'all gonna see that shit. Oh,
it's okay.
It's okay.
We can take maybe a quick break in a little bit and you can do a quick change if you want.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't give a damn. We can do whatever.
All right. Fuck it. So, a little more deeper, then I'll change it up and get more lighter after that. in Letter to My Father,
Right.
you talked a little bit about seeing yourself and your dad. You know, you and your, kind of similarities.
Yeah. For sure.
And which we all do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think the pain that came out of your voice sounds like maybe you don't love everything that comes with that.
No.
What are some of the things that you do love, and some of the things that you don't like so much, and whatever you're comfortable with talking, of course.
Absolutely. So my dad, once again, he was everything to me, and he still is. It's a best friend, and I watched my dad. My dad was sober, and he was the man, bro. He did it all for me. When he got custody of me, and I think as time passed, he went and got a college degree in alcohol or abuse counseling. He got a bachelor's degree. He was on his shit, man. He was at the peak. He was doing really well, and that's when he decided to make that move to Reno, when I initially moved in 2011. And
you were from where originally?
I was born and raised in Oxnard,
Okay.
in Northside Oxnard.
Okay.
So, but I wouldn't call it that, because before I moved to Northside for good,
Right.
I was bouncing around a lot. Like, bro, up until third grade, I was in 15 schools. I was homeschooled. My mom was just she couldn't get her feet grounded, right?
Right.
But leading back into my pops, when we moved to Reno, that's when the alcohol came back, when you sober for 8 years. But if anybody knows about addiction or shit, my dad pops always told me, you have your drug of choice, right? Everybody has their thing,
Right.
Whether it's a
Different
vape pen,
vices. Right.
whether it's whatever you do. Yeah, people do Xan, people do perks, people drink. You have your thing, right? And that's always been a thing in my family, right? Alcoholism. So I wasn't accustomed to it. I didn't know what Pops was going through. I was used to him being sober, right? Because that's all I remember as a kid. I remember my dad drinking, right? I didn't know he could drink the way he drank, but
And you also don't see the bad in everything.
no, when it's your
When
dad,
you're the
he can't
kid,
do
too,
no
you don't
wrong.
know.
When you're the kid and he's putting food on the table and
As long as he's not
he's
putting
taking
his
me to
hands on
the
you,
putting
don't
me
see
in
nothing.
sports. I played
Right.
football, I did baseball,
Right.
that. So when I finally reached high school, it was like the denial stage, right? Like, nah, this ain't happening. And there was a lot of confliction with the girl that we moved that he got with in
Right.
Reno. The reason we left to Reno, she was from there, and she's a great mom to my brothers and sisters and shit. But they didn't work out, right?
Right.
So I got to see that side of him, and I actually went through it with him, because once they broke off, who am I that's my dad, that's who am I to, I can't ask her for anything. I can't go to her. We didn't have such a tight relationship that it was I could just go.
So you couldn't confide in her.
And I also you're gonna be with your parents, man. You're gonna rock. I'm gonna rock with my dad, right or wrong, So I rocked with him, and I got to see the worst of the worst, bro. When we got kicked out of the apartment that we were living in, and when he went on his own, I tried to go on my own for a little bit, but mind you, I'm 16, 17 years old, so bouncing hotel to hotel, and never finding any grounding, man. Never finding any sense of this is home. I could chill. I could go get some money now. I could go do. There was never that, right? And he was struggling with his drinking. And man can drink. He'll drink, and not a piece of shit though.
Right.
A lot of guys, a lot of families,
Right.
and they deal with drunks. Or don't get me wrong, he's a piece of shit when he's blacked out.
Right.
But he's a good dude, man.
Right.
He has a good heart, and he taught me a lot about being a man and who I am today. So I got to see the worst side of it
And the good side of it.
and the ups and the downs, but I'll decide later if I want to air this, but like my pops has been, since I left in 2018, 2018, he's still been homeless, right? But it's a weird type of situation. He's not on the corner with the tin can, right? He's not that guy. He has a lot of heart and a lot of potential, and he's on his shit still. But unfortunately, like, I've had to see that side of it, and I think that's what I dislike most about our similarities with drinking. Because, I mean, I drink very similar, not nearly as bad.
Right.
But
you like to drink
if you want to call it an alcoholic, you could call it that. I would never call it that because I'm doing everything I need to, and I'm not waking up every day like, oh my God, I need a bottle of.
Right.
Absolutely not. I enjoy myself at the club,
Exactly.
right? But I do see the similarities in that with drinking, because I do like to enjoy myself. Maybe sometimes more than I should, right? But I think the positive side so I guess the negative side would probably be like alcohol, right? That's been the biggest downfall that I've seen, you know, where we're kind of similar, right? But
in a negative way. You guys are similar in a lot of other ways, but that's the only negative.
That's the one that's like we get along in that sense. Like I see like where he was when he was 25, right? You look into your father's eyes, right? Doing really well, you know, working on an oil rig, doing his shit, man. Had a companion, had a girl just like me, you know. He was doing his shit and enjoying trips and so that's what humbles me a lot. Like, I think the best trait that I took from my dad was the humble fight, right? Because I actually recently, I'm telling you, you picked the wrong guy, because I got a lot of stories about my dad. That's everything I know. But my dad, he got bit by a spider, right? He was living with some girl, their roommates or whatever, and he got bit by a brown recluse spider. And he went to the hospital, and this was in 2018, right when I moved, right? It's like, I'm super hurt already. Like, it's tearing me up knowing that my dad's out there struggling, right? So he gets bit by this spider, and he goes to the hospital because I told him to go, but he wouldn't go. And then finally it swells up so much that it's like, okay, he's got to go to the hospital, right? And they tell him it's a torn muscle, man. You got a torn ligament. And
from a spider bite?
No one knew this was a spider bite.
Okay.
So I didn't explain that.
Okay.
But no one knew this was a spider bite. So they tell him you got a torn ligament in your leg.
Right.
And they send him home. And then 3 days later, it's pussing out, right?
Right.
And he's calling me like, "The fuck is going on?" And the roommate that he was staying with, is calling me like, "Your dad's putting shit in the freezer." Like he's putting his pills in the freezer, like he's
losing it.
He's confused, right? And I was like, man, I know my dad. You know, he as drunk as he gets, he's not putting pills in the freezer. Right. So this is something going on with his leg. So it's actually the toxins going to his brain. Later we found out, but yeah, he almost died, man. And he was supposed to be gone, but did my dad ever tell me that?
No. Never
once. I had to find out through nurses, and I had to look at his leg, right? And there's a whole crater in his leg, right? And so after all that transpired, years later, he survives. They tell him, oh, you got to cut your leg off. If you don't cut your leg off, you have a 50-50 chance on living or dying. And, you know, the nurse is telling me this because I'm the dependent. I'm the next of kin, right? So the doctor, she's telling me these things, and my dad's still denying, right? He's still saying, like, nah, I'm good. Still drinking. Still doing what he's doing. But I just got a call from him the other day. And recently, right. And he breaks down. He breaks down all this stuff, man, about, you know, because he's been absent from life in general. Like, you know, my brothers and sisters, like, he's been fighting for his life. Not only fighting for his life, but going through his own bullshit. But, yeah, he finally broke down and explained to me, like, how critical the situation was. Which I knew. As a son, you know. It's like, I know you're going through something. You might not tell me, but the doctor's going to tell me, or I'm going to find out. So hearing that text from him, it made me realize that that's a big similarity we got too. We're hard headed. I'm cool on this for right now. We're hard headed, but we're humble through the process, right? Even when life or death is on the table, maybe it could be a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing we stay strong through it, right? And push through the bullshit. And there's gonna be like a better day, right? There's gonna be something that makes it all worth it, right? So that transpired that the music, obviously, because there ain't nothing guaranteed in music. But I think like there wasn't guaranteed life in Pops, right? It's a serious thing, and I carry that with me every day, bro. So I didn't mean to get too in depth, but
bro.
it's just one of those stories
That's
that I
all
haven't got on camera that not a lot of people know, you know, and I'm okay with opening that up to fans or whoever, to you. Like it is tough, bro, but there's good and bad to everything.
And I'm happy that you shared that with us.
Right.
And
Thank you,
opened
man.
up, bro. I appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
and
bro.
I know your fans will definitely appreciate the story, and just being able to. We can't relate because everybody goes to different things. But
Absolutely.
we can sympathize, and
Absolutely.
it's definitely opens up another gateway into
Trippy
your heart,
story,
into
right?
who you are. Shit's crazy, you know.
A
What I mean?
spider bite?
Bro, spider
It's a
bite.
fucking spider bite.
But it shows kind of, you know, you touched on it too. It kind of
Yeah.
shows the head hard, the how we choose to be difficult as human beings. It's a simple fix, but we're so hard.
Because we don't want to hurt nobody.
We don't want to hurt nobody, and we don't want to be man up to ourselves and confess what it really is. You know?
And that's what he said to me. He said, I didn't want to be the dying dad. And it just hit me. I had to explain to him, like, bro, you need somebody like me to be right there beside you.
True.
Because if I'm going through that, imagine I didn't tell you that.
All right. That's real.
So, but then again, when you're in that situation, right, you might not feel that same way. It could be talk, like,
Right.
just like I said, I was gonna say something to Kim K when she
Right.
sat next to me, but
Right.
when it happened and she was right next to me,
Right.
I froze up. You know, it's the same thing though. Like I could talk all this I want, but what if I'm in those shoes, right? I don't have a roof over my head. I don't have things going in my direction. Like, what would I do if I got this news that something happened to my leg? Right? I might do the same. Might do the same thing. I wouldn't want to tell my son to think this is it for me, you know? So I think that's a good trait that I took from him, is just staying strong and just keeping that shit.
Let's give him a round of applause for the realization of that. I think that was our first round of applause. We 22 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? We got to get a little more of them.
God damn, my bad. I ramble, bro. You can
Good.
chop this up how you
I'm
want
not
it.
going to chop nothing.
I be
Fans,
rambling.
they-
When I feel the energy though, and I feel like that, you know,
It's good. We're
absolutely,
good.
bro.
So we're going to the next song. Stars and Rovers is my shit.
Hey,
That's one of my personal favorites on the track. I think it's in the top 2 for sure.
love.
How did you come up with that song? What was the energy you felt when you were walking into the booth?
Like
I
that.
kind of already heard, like, you know, you got different shit going on, but like, just how did you feel when you were really just going into the booth and really just like, all right, I need to.
I hate this fucking song. Like, this is.
That's
I don't want to do this song. Like, I don't know, like, I listened to Biggest Little Dream. I ran it through because I was trying so hard to, like, I want this to be a personal piece. I don't want this to be radio or, like, sound like a certain sound, like popping, club. But then I thought about it, I was like, Take Care had the motto, had hits. Like, all these albums have hits. T-Pab had King Kunta. Like,
You need the hits.
J. Cole. First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Like, he had some bops in it.
Power
So
Trip.
Power Trip, right? That's
needs the
another
hits.
good one, bro. It needs a hit, right? So you actually told me that before I made Star and Rovers, because you said, well, I had a couple turn up songs. You were like, you need to throw those on, but I caught what you were getting at.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, I gotta make something new. I hated it, obviously, because I'm in this mode.
Right,
I'm in
right.
the dad mode,
Right.
like family, like
Right. You in the real hard shit. And
lyrical
then,
miracle.
Yeah, right.
I
can go. I got that.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
I
Yeah.
just needed to shut up, bro. And,
Right.
like just make
Make a hit.
make some fun shit.
Make
Go
some
have
shit.
some fun, bro.
Right.
This is not like
People need a vibe with
document. Yeah, bro.
you. Right.
So I think once I heard it and over time listened to it more, and you told me it was a hit, and other people told me it grew on me.
Yeah.
But
So I know you have, another project in works. We're gonna get into that a little later.
yeah,
A lot of the songs, not a lot of the songs, but some of the songs kind of have that same feel to it. The Stars
Yeah.
and Rovers kind of feel.
Yeah.
Was that planned, or did you kind of just did that happen organically?
it's more. I think with music now, it's all like organic. Like I don't really rush anything. Summer's been dope. Like we've been turning up, so I think it was just a in song form, like how I'm feeling, just having fun, bro.
For sure.
Good summer vibes, you know. That's how I'm doing music from here on out. Like it's all I gotta like it and feel it, and I'm not forcing the song.
No, you can never.
No.
Why the title 4th Street? What's the song about? And the song kind of sounds like you got a chip on your shoulder, low key. Like people don't necessarily give you the respect that you deserve. Am I right to assume that? So it's a 3-part question. Why you named this 4th Street?
Okay.
What was the song about?
What was it about?
And then, is the chip on your shoulder
Real.
real? And while we think about that, we can take a shot real quick too.
Let's do it,
Take
man.
a shot, and your shirt dried up, so you good on that.
It didn't stain too.
didn't stain.
That's a win.
That's a win. It's that light.
That's a
brown.
win.
It's that light brown. Cheers.
Finish my water. You gotta stay hydrated, man.
Got
Come
to.
on.
I got my own.
Oh, you already got
Yes,
one.
sir. Appreciate you.
Year.
So I'm not repeating the questions. You got them?
I think I got it.
All right.
Why did I name it 4th Street?
Yes, sir.
4th Street was I was bouncing around motels in downtown Reno towards my last years there, like 2016 to 2018, after high school, you know. I was bouncing hotels, and on 4th Street that 4th Street's downtown Reno,
Mm-hmm.
and I stayed at the ranch, because you'll notice in the song 7-7,
Yeah.
I reference 7-7 a lot.
For
Like
sure.
I used to we lived at the Rancho 777.
Mm.
And that was a motel. Just a gritty little motel, bro, in like downtown Reno. And it was on 4th Street.
Right.
So and that's when I left Reno, and where everything crashed on me, and I had to make
Life changing decision.
I had to make a move. Yeah, I'm either gonna if you scared to take the chance, how the fuck we gonna get rich? Like, I use that song a lot,
Right.
because he
That
got
mindset.
that whole mindset. Like,
Right.
if I can either go get another weekly and we can keep this
Going.
generational curse
Right.
rolling, or I can go somewhere,
And change.
enjoy my life, and change it, bro, for the better.
For sure.
So that's 4th Street that's my last spot in Reno.
That's what your song is about too. So you answer
Yeah.
that also. Is the chip on the shoulder real? Does the chip come with dip? Is it real? Or am I tripping? I could be assuming too, because we only on
Nah.
what song 5,
And
I get the assumption that the chip is real.
yeah, bro. I think it's everybody has one,
For sure.
right? You might not put it on Instagram or you might not talk about it, but everybody, bro. The guy working at Wendy's has a chip on his shoulder. Like,
as a man, you should have the chip.
As a man, you should, because you can never get too comfortable.
For sure.
So
facts.
I look at it like, I just put in a lot of work, bro. It's all fun, I get it, but I guarantee you stack me up to the next guy who makes what I make.
Right. He not holding the candle.
We can put the numbers up like.
He not holding the candle.
And that's no disrespect to up and coming artists at all, right? But with the budget that I've had, how I've managed to put out as much work and invest so much money into my craft, right? Even because I didn't have all the stuff that a lot of guys have, you know? I was just trying to rap. So, yeah, the chip on the shoulder is real only because I'm thankful, because I wasn't supposed to be in this position, like, to be able to invest anything in the music. But I made a move and my grandma helped, and I was able to make something happen, but I didn't waste no money. I might have wasted a little money on liquor, but yeah, there's a chip, bro, because I really, I'm still in the middle of it, right? I'm still taking the steps while enjoying it, not taking it too serious, just enjoying life, but really, like, investing in myself. So, yeah, there's a chip, but it's not for, like, other artists or people in my life. It has nothing to do with that.
It's for you.
It's for what I've put into what I do.
Nice. And
I know that there could be something there. So, yeah, for sure.
That's real. How do you feel that you have little brothers and sisters that kind of that look up to you, and they expect you to be what they want you to be, and what they may lack or not lack, and being an older brother, because I'm an older brother too, so I kind of battle with that too. Just how do you feel? Don't answer for them as far as what they expect, but how do you feel about expectations in general? You could take away the brothers and sisters, but just expectations from others in general. How do you feel that weighs on your mental capacity every day?
Right. I feel like I have to do too much. Like, I do too much sometimes. And I'm going to count my goddaughter and my niece into this too. Like, looking at all the kids.
Yeah.
I feel like I hold myself to a high standard because of my dad's situation, because of other situations with my mom. Like, everybody's in different states, right? I got some in Arizona, some up north, California, like Reno. So I miss my sister. You know, I haven't been able to see her, but that's a tough question, bro. Yeah, I hold myself to a high standard, bro, with them, cause I'm the one, right? I'm the older brother now. My fucking pops had kids when he was 50, so I'm based that they could be my kids, bro. So I definitely give it my whole heart, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
And I hold myself to maybe too high of a standard sometimes.
But there's no such thing.
But yeah,
it can be a little stressful.
I love my little brothers and sisters, man. Even the ones, I'm talking about my sister, mainly my dad's first daughter.
Yeah.
Considering what he's been going through, I miss her a lot, man. And yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We can leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it there,
let's
bro.
Leave it there.
Why you got me on here emotional and shit, bro?
I'm just asking. You talk about it in your album, brother.
I know. Yeah, you got me thinking though.
I know you. Hey, just
thought it would be a fun
question.
podcast, but it's been
We
fun.
did that already. It's 7 Spill. We already did that. If you
Yeah,
talk
we
about
did.
something else on your albums and you don't want to
Yeah.
be personable, then we can for sure have an
No,
interview about that.
no,
But
boy,
to me, it's I feel like people owe whatever you talk about and whatever your fans. You got fans all across the United States that fuck with you, and past the United States. So if people fuck with you and they can relate to your music and they can relate to your story and actually
That's true, man. I never thought about it like that.
Then what the fuck is you rapping about real shit for?
I
You gotta
just-
think
you
about
know-
it's your therapy, but it's also other people's therapy.
It
And
is,
if
man.
we can
Because it's
get
that
through-
for me.
because you can relate to certain things, and maybe people it is hard to talk about, but
Yeah.
it's needed in this world, and we gotta understand that shit is not always happy in games, and we gonna have happy in games later in the interview. Ain't gonna always be down and debutante, but
I know.
you know
but
what I mean.
it's
definitely
good to.
it's definitely needed. And who else gonna ask you these questions?
That's
Who else
all I was
gonna
just
actually
gonna say,
give a
bro.
fuck about your music and actually care
Absolutely,
to
bro.
hear what you're talking about? So, anywho, next question.
This is the podcast. This is the type of vibe though that I like. I like what you're doing, bro. Okay,
Appreciate you.
this is a shit I like to listen to from my favorite artists, bro.
Sure.
I don't want to hear the one with how many blunts can Mac Miller smoke today. Like, that's cool, that's dope, Mac. I know you smoke, but damn, bro, these are the interviews that I like, man, for sure.
Sure. So we'll go a little different, a little lighter. You got your boy. You got the feature on there, T Shahid. Y'all got a couple different songs together. Y'all been vibing and doing different shit. How'd that relationship come about?
How did the relationship with Shahid come about? Was it through you? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know, bro. But I just like I would see him around singing and shit,
Right.
and you could just tell when he sings, bro, he's going crazy.
Right.
Like no one else in the building is like singing with that much heart, like
that much passion and heart and
Right.
energy behind it.
And I honestly, my bad, Shahid, but I don't remember like how we went.
yeah.
But it turned into like, well, we're gonna do a song together. We made it. I didn't like the mix.
Right.
I didn't like how it sounded, so we ended up. I ended up getting them on a little outro, and my intention was like, let me just get you on a little outro, like something light, like just to fade the song out, just to build, build a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Show
I can
love.
use your voice here.
Yeah, show love, right?
Right.
But he came out and just he had he had 36 bars, a bridge,
This
a
is
hug.
for his Arrowhead flows.
Yes, arrowhead flows. And I'm sitting there like, okay.
Right.
I actually had to go to the engineer and say, hey, bro, like, because I have like there's 60 bars of me. There's no hook.
There's no way.
You can't add much more. But
The
he
song's
added
already
it.
3 minutes.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, like I took off this last part,
Right.
and he's beating my ass. He's like,
Every day for
nah, bro, like that shit was. You need to keep that.
Right.
And
He's one of the ones though.
But his voice is crazy. We got an unreleased joint that should be coming out. We're gonna debut it at the Summer Festival.
Dope.
I'm not sure if this pod will be out by then, but check out the Summer Fest.
Definitely be out by then.
Check out the Summer Fest. I'm on August 12th, and Shahid's on August 14th.
We'll get all that.
Whole weekend.
promotion
Sorry, bro.
Yes.
Sorry, bro.
Yes. You got a lot of sports references in your shit, man. A lot of sports references in your shit.
Yeah,
Is you an actual fan, or is that just like,
Man, stop playing. I listen to.
It's just like, oh, okay,
Stop.
it's on ESPN. Daddy used to watch it, so like,
No, I'm not that guy.
I got a little something. I know a little something.
Bro, I'm not that guy, bro. I'm telling you, I love my dad. That's something good I took from Pops.
Right.
My dad, bro. My dad. I'm sports, and I was born and raised into a New England Patriot family, bro. My dad, since I was a little kid, idolized Tom Brady, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is real. You could go back to my high school friends. You could go back to my middle school friends.
Nigga say Fugazi. I'm
Man,
really about it.
boy, I got Tom Brady jerseys,
Since then.
little baby ones in my
Since
in my
then.
closet, right? Man, I'm a diehard Patriot fan. Unfortunately, I'm an Angels fan. You know, I love the
Y'all suck.
Angels. Yeah, we suck, bro. We were 3-14 this month, bro.
Oh shit!
How do you do that?
Did I still have Alex Trout?
It's Mike Trout, you mother boy. And guess what? Bleacher Report just dropped today that Mike Trout's back's out, and they're gonna have to pay him out for the rest of his 8 years, and he won't play
for 8 years
because he has some bullshit in his back. It might just be cap though. That might just be
like should retire to go to a different team type shit.
No, it might just be media buzz, some stupid blog, bro.
But you'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, I'm real about my sports, man.
We're gonna see.
Check on me, bro.
Okay. I hear you.
Yes.
Going to crazy, man.
Crazy.
That's definitely probably my favorite song on this joint. What inspired the song? You know, what was behind the song? Kind of what you're talking about kind of sounds like a little relationship shit.
Right.
And what? Yeah. So just tell me like behind it, like what was?
I think it's love. I think it's love today.
Yeah.
Right. I think what it is this new generation of love, bro. We all go through it. Nobody had iPhones and Instagram and nobody had social media back in the day, bro. This is a new generation for really being like on your phone like that, right? So I think Crazy was like a shadow of me in my, I guess you would call it fuckboy stages, right? Mm-hmm. You know, where you're young, you're in high school, you're on some bullshit, you know. I'm sure a lot of people, and I know personally, a lot of people who go through this same vibe on Crazy. Like, I wouldn't call it toxic, but I'd say like, yes, it's I feel like the new love is toxic, and I've slid out of that now, and I feel happy like with where I'm at. But Crazy was definitely like me looking back on, because everybody's kids, bro. Shit just don't last nowadays, man. Sure. So when you really love somebody in this new time we're at, it does get hard, bro. You run into a bunch of bullshit.
I love that song.
Because
it's real though.
It's real. I think that's the biggest thing. You can relate, and it's not so real that it's
too
a boring song.
Right. It's a hit.
It's a hit,
and it's real.
But yeah, like I gave off that vibe that I'm sure a lot of people go through, bro.
For sure, that was definitely up there. You got Yoga Mat on this motherfucker.
Hey, shout out Cruz, man.
Shout out Cruz.
Shout out Mo.
Shout out Mo. I was going to ask, how did the relationship with Mo's come about? Don't remember that either?
God damn. I just met her. Oh, you know what? I know what it was. There was a show at, was it Fresh Mix? There was a show at Fresh Mix.
Maybe, yeah. I think I was at that show.
Yeah, shout out Jeffy Obvious. Yeah. Jeffy, he was getting me shows at these spots, right? And I was supposed to come on later because he was showing me love. Right. Jeffy's always fucked with me, man. Right. He's been nothing but genuine. Right. But we got this show, and I was performing last or later in the night, right?
Headliner shit, big dog shit.
Hated it. Too much pressure. Some people leave. And Mo actually brought out a posse of people. Like she was deep, man. She was like 9 or 10 deep, and she performed like right before me. Right. So you see this crowd of people going crazy in the front, and as soon as Mo her set went crazy because she has like club turn up music, right? She has that West Coast, and shit started going crazy, and all her people were going crazy, and then I came up to rap, and all of her friends, obviously, they wouldn't go take pictures with her. They're about to leave. They're going to a spot, so they all leave, and the crowd's down there empty. And I get on stage, do my thing, and a lot of people came in and started showing love, and they caught a little wave on me, so it was a vibe. But I just remember her shutting it down, and I was like, man, she's dope.
Right.
So then, obviously, Instagram, I would see her freestyle videos. And I think I tapped in, didn't get a response back, and tapped back in later.
Right.
And let's get on the song.
Yoga Man.
And then she actually pulled up, you know, came to the studio. I don't think I met her at that point.
Oh, that's the first time y'all met?
I think, yeah, it was pretty much the first time that we, like, linked up for music, and, you know.
Outside the club type shit.
Yeah, outside, probably seeing her at shows and shit.
You want to take another shot?
Yeah, I'm down. I was like, I'm not pouring it, though. Hold on.
I need a chaser.
Nah, we good. Just do a splash.
Why you gonna tell me I'm good?
Some water.
You good.
I ain't trying to give up the jewels on what we doing, but god damn. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Go see if there's a chaser out there. No,
That shit is strong, huh?
in my room.
I got it.
Now there's water right there.
There's some lemonade out there.
There's some water in there.
There's some lemonade out there. Y'all give a round of applause
Hey,
for episode 2 in this motherfucker.
Yeah, we going crazy.
So look, what made you decide on the features on the project? Because you got Cruz on there, you got Chris Dillis on there, you got Tisha Heat on there. I don't want to mispronounce brother on the first song's name. What's his name? See it through.
Big John Izzy. Is that what it is?
Brother, you asking me? John Izzy.
Well, he's got
John Izzy.
a Instagram name handle that he pushes that's totally different. So
Give him a plug, give him a shout out.
yeah, no, shout out Big John.
Yeah,
I got your shirt. Pull up.
yeah.
Your name's Big John Izzy, I think. Yes.
On Instagram. It's hard to.
Big John Izzle?
Doesn't matter. Move on.
No, he actually changed it. He changed it to something else.
Okay.
Bro, he just
I
be,
got you. He moves his
he be
shit.
doing
Big
this
John.
shit.
Shout out Big John.
But shout out, that's what I call him. Shout out
Big
Big
John.
John. Yes, sir.
So the features, D Money Turn Up, is on.
Free D Money, man.
Oh, he locked up.
Bro, D Money's a Texas legend. He's a mogul.
Oh, you want to tell the story a little bit on? Nah, but okay.
No.
How did the features come about?
Because, I'll start talking for 30 minutes.
How did the features come about?
Just connections, bro. I know everybody on
Oh,
the
yeah.
features. Chris, my brother, man.
Everybody's close. Everybody's there.
Right. D Money Turn Up.
Is on.
Met him through
D
music.
Money, Mo, Cruz, J. Cruz,
And
Tisha Heat.
music.
John.
Close friends. And now they're all close friends to this day. So, yeah.
So J. Cruz does some mixing and stuff for you too. So
Yeah, that's what I wanted to shout out. Shout out Jay Cruz, man. He's doing it big, bro, in Hollywood, Burbank area, LA area. Like, he's from the Dominican Republic, but he's going crazy, bro. He's got that, what's that, Spanish turn up.
Yeah.
Hey.
That shit going.
He's killing it. But he's actually my engineer.
Oh, dope.
So
Hell
he
yeah.
mixed everything on the project, and been doing my music for years, bro. This elevated my whole sound, bro. He's definitely dope.
That's hard. Faded.
Right.
That's one of my favorite joints on the project.
Yep.
How did that song come about? How did the feature come about? What was it like? when you recorded it?
Enzon's friend of a close friend, bro.
Yeah.
Just like a family friend
For sure.
who knew him, got introduced to his boy Surrealist too. And they're good people, man. They make dope music, and they're putting on for Oxnard, putting on for the
How did the
city.
song come about? Like, what was the
And
mindset?
I reached
with
out
the
to
fade?
him. I thought Enzon was like really lyrical,
Oh, yeah.
and I felt like
You needed that on there.
I wanted somebody to like do some poetry shit, man.
Right.
And he did exactly that. He wasn't hesitant about working on the song.
Right.
Video's supposed to come soon, but overall it was a dope experience.
Right.
And I feel like the song that I brought is a little different than the shit that he brings out, so
Right.
that's why it did well, man.
Right.
We brought out the best in each other, and turned out to be a good song. Good ass show song, bro.
People love that shit, bro.
I don't even know why, but
I've been to a live show, and people love that shit. That goes to my next question about the Kyle show. And
Hey.
yeah, that actually you
Super duper, hit me back. I need my feature, bruh. I already got in contact with 3 of your people, and they got the records in the email. So if nobody's shown you shit, I'm telling you now, this is a public service. Check your email, man.
ASAP. You opened up for Kyle not too long ago.
Yes, man, that shit was damn near sold out, bro.
What was it like opening up for Kyle in his hometown?
Yeah.
You sold a fucking gangload of tickets.
I
So you
did.
brought out a lot of people. People came out just to see him in his hometown.
Yes.
The gang was in the building, so we saw you do your shit. Chris was on stage with you doing his
Yes,
shit.
sir.
So what was the thought process of just like, okay, I get to embrace, because not that this is your hometown either, but you were born here.
It is, bro.
So what is it like to kind of be like, I'm in the hometown with the hometown hero? What does it feel like, opening up for him?
Best experience. Just a super, surreal. And the moments leading up to it, I don't really think about it, right? I'm not, thinking... I'm more nervous than anything.
You gotta get the job done.
Damn, bro. People are coming out for me. I saw how many. Majority of these people were genuine supporters of me and my music. So I'm thinking, damn, but they're paying money to come see me.
Right.
What? I gotta do something. So it was stressful, but now that it's all said and done with, and the turnout was crazy.
You look at the recap video.
You look at the recap video, and I watched the energy that was in there. Obviously, not every second of my set was probably booming.
Amazing, right?
But that's that I'm a young guy. This was one of my first biggest shows, so it was just
bro. Your
surreal.
first show ever was last year.
Yeah, bro. With who?
Lucky Summerfest,
Bro.
So I bet, and us looking at it didn't look like. And you know me, I'm a critique motherfucker. So
Yeah,
I'm
be real, because it didn't.
And because I want you to be the best version of you. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to always come at it as a critique version. And just looking at it, I was just like, you look like you're supposed to be on that stage. You don't look like the stage is too big for you. So I was excited for that alone. And I was just like, this shit's fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was happy that you did your shit too.
Right, and staying in my lane, right? And but
For sure.
thriving, bro.
But
thriving in that
thriving
position.
in that.
Absolutely.
Let's give a round of applause for that shit.
Hey, an unforgettable night though. I think that was a staple in our relationship, right?
Yeah.
That was one of those things that was there's no reason you had to come out, bro, and pay for a ticket, right? But you came to support, and I saw the section we had in the back when Kyle was performing, and how everyone was just engaged in us, and what I just did. And Chris was right beside me. Chris the Thrillist was on stage ripping shit up. And I called him before that show, and I said, and I still do that to this day, hey, bro, come you got hits, bro.
Yeah, come do your shit.
Not only support me as a friend, but bro,
Get your
do
shit
your
off,
shit. Because I've always told people, I think personally, Chris is the best performer.
He's up there. Upper echelon.
I'm talking if there was Rolling Loud, you might see me looking dumb, bro. Because I'm awkward sometimes, bro. But you see Chris when he's really
in his
bag. He could do a Rolling Loud set, bro, and it would go crazy.
Right.
So I got to have him there, and bro did his thing, right? Although I think I should have picked a different song for him because I told him what song to do, but
what song did you
it still went crazy. Shut up, hey, they tried, but it was just a legend. It was just a good night, man. Yeah. Good vibes all around. Ventura Theater's dope. So.
Oh yeah, Ventura Theater's good.
Yeah,
let's take a shot so we can move on to the next segment of it. What song you want to hear with last?
Hey.
Song?
Guess what I'm going to hold the record for? Guess. On the podcast.
What's the guess?
I said, guess what I'm going to hold the record for on the podcast.
Okay. Is that after, or are you telling me to guess now?
I'm telling you to guess right now.
Shots. How many shots are we going to take? The most shots?
No, that too, maybe.
Oh, no.
I might break that one.
I don't want to be too drunk. Cheers, my brother.
Yes, sir. Longest interview. Longest interview.
Don't worry about that. We gonna wrap your ass up real quick.
No. Hey,
We gonna wrap this shit up real quick. I see the
of all time, bro.
hands up.
Beat my ass with these questions, bro.
Boy, you answers are in depth. And people
There
don't like
too,
them.
but yeah, I'm glad. That's my thing though. Don't get me on a podcast if you want a little 15-minute clip, bro, because I'm gonna start talking, man.
Remember me.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Remember me.
Let's get into it. 4-track EP.
Yes.
4-track EP.
Yes.
1 feature.
1.
I listened to it beforehand. Before we started the interview. Must say, love the energy. Love the energy. Love the swag behind the songs. The summer tape is going crazy.
Yes. It's summer over, but I don't give a
It's coming
fuck.
out at the end of the summer. Summer ain't over.
Yeah, summer ain't over.
Summer ain't over till
Hey,
September 2nd.
for adults, summer for sure
Sure
ain't
ain't
over.
No.
So we just get.
We just getting started.
Yeah.
We just getting started. But I love all 4 songs, and I love that all 4 songs can really stand alone as singles. I think that that's super fire also.
Hey, you know what? Fuck what you reading. You know why? You told me.
I wrote this shit, so fuck with I wrote it. I know. I just
It's
gotta
beautiful.
remember, so I
It's
remember.
beautiful, but you told me,
What'd I say?
motherfucker.
What'd I say?
You said, yeah, I think singles are cool because you're always supportive, like,
For sure.
of things that I want to do.
For sure.
But I know when you're like, yeah, like that's it.
Yeah.
But you told me, bro, to drop them in a project. Just do projects, like do little,
Yeah.
don't do too many songs, but that
I feel like you can get the same message across within giving people a body of work. You just gave people a body of work with Big Little Dreams about the in-depth you.
right.
But you can give them a bottle of work where they can go in the car and they can just drive. And they can go to the beach and they can just party. And maybe your next project may not
That's
be
good.
that, but little EPs and little mixtapes can get that off, and you could be comfortable still when you look at your discography like, I'm not going to delete this because it's still fire. You know what I mean? And
Good
that's kind
thinking.
of the vibe. You know, I'm a master.
I agree
scientist
with
when
bro.
think
I
shit.
agree with it.
And I actually genuinely do like your shit, and I'm not a fan of a lot of nigga shit, and so it's cool to see you actually listening.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're not look. I couldn't respect you if everything I sent you, you said this hot.
nah,
I could why would I?
yeah, time is valuable, and my ears is my money, so I can't.
Yeah, bro. I could love a song with all my heart, bro.
Well, that's
But-
your job to make it. Every song you make, I tell my artists this every time.
Yeah.
Every song you make, and I'm having a problem with this, so I've been having my brothers come in and pick their favorite songs, but every song you make is your baby. It's a diary
Yeah,
and,
bro.
and a deep thought of
It's-
who
it's-
you are into it.
'Cause if
so
you're
when
an
I text
artist-
you about the dream, it wasn't joking. Like, I real life had a dream that night that you were gonna text me saying, and you did. You did. We didn't argue about it.
Never heard this story. Let's
I
hear it on
texted
camera.
it to you. You didn't. You don't read my messages, and I'm not texting you no more.
Oh, I
Anymore.
do.
But I texted you and I said I had a dream last night
Okay.
that you were gonna send me another song, and we were gonna argue about it going on the project.
You weren't lying.
No, because you sent me another.
You
song.
really had that dream?
I sent text messages. It's documented.
What the fuck?
I had a dream that you were gonna send me another song.
You dream about me?
Chill the fuck out.
I'm just kidding.
I dream about my money, motherfucker, and your money. No.
All right, respect.
No, I dreamed about that. So I was like, so I said that, and I was like, okay, well, then you text me that, and I was like, that's funny. But we didn't argue about it. I just kind of...
Because I told you, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that, bro. Because now that I listen to the project, I'm really thinking about it like, if I'm a fan of an upcoming David James project, and he's an upcoming artist, and he's not huge, bro, we have a whole...
15.
Huh?
You just gave me 15. So
Yeah, right, exactly. My bad. I thought you were talking about the time.
Right.
But yeah, bro, like I just gave you a whole project.
Right.
So if you really like me that much, you'll probably click on my Spotify and you'll probably see like, damn, he just dropped a body of work this year.
Right.
Like, let's see what he's really about, you know? So the whole 4 songs was perfect, and I think each song was perfect.
Yeah.
They could have been singles, but perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Why'd you decide to have the Little Tito feature? And how did the connection come about?
Lil Cito, man. So I feel like I'm an entrepreneur, bro, because I
Visionary and entrepreneur.
better.
Visionary.
Visionary is better. 'Cause entrepreneur comes with some bread.
Yeah, and businesses.
Yeah. Off the love of it, right? I'm like a visionary.
Right.
And I do research, bro. I check out the new and upcoming artists, man. I see who's tight, right? So, funny story. There's a bar on the track Sunny Days with Lil C, the feature we got. And I see Russell on a go route, Hail Mary, right? I mentioned Russell, right? And Russell was the upcoming artist that I got a response from. I got a DM back from Lil Russell from Vallejo, California, and he was popping off. I think he just got signed to Russell's label. So I'm doing, as I always do, shoot emails and shit. So I hit him up and got a DM back, right? Because I was always supporting his shit. I still do. He's a dope artist, and he actually hit me back, bro. And I hadn't gone to the studio specifically for him, but I felt like, man, this is an opportunity where he responded back, so I got to act on it. I got to act on it fast. And so I did. I had an unreleased record, the Sunny Days record, track 4. And did I think that it was something for him? Because he's more for Russell?
Yes.
Lil Russell?
Yes.
No, I didn't. But I feel like
I'm talented enough I can get it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna think this is hard. Cause the record's hard. Like it's a dope song. It's a bop.
Fire record.
Yeah. So, finally, I had reached out a couple times. Like, yo, did you hear the song? Yeah. Yo, did you hear the record? Like, young artists. I'm sure a lot of artists do it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my footwork, and he responds, and he says, I can't remember exactly. I don't want to quote him, but he said something like, "Nah, I'm not feeling it," or like, "Nah, I don't really
fucking with it like
not fucking with it like that." Right? So I was like, okay, I respect that, bro, because I didn't really
I wasn't pressing.
I should have just maybe took a week and sent you the right song.
Right.
But yeah, he said basically no to it. I said, man, thank you for your time, bro. Appreciate you. As I always do with anybody. Right?
It's love. It's not hate.
Yeah. I don't
it's
never.
It's not you. That don't mean we can't work together in the future.
Right. So don't close any doors.
Right.
Not salty. It's a part of the game, bro. I put myself in that position. But then Lil Cito was actually another artist that was bubbling, right, that I saw. And then he dropped the Thizzler freestyle. And just really started to bubble up. And when I heard his freestyle at the first, I was like, yeah, that was a good person to email because I had emailed him prior.
Right.
So, management was 100 band. It was one of those situations where I caught it at the best time I could have because he was bubbling up and took a couple of months to get it done, going, right? Really get it going, payments and
everything solidified.
Got a steal, didn't really pay much for the feature. I want to speak on that, but got a steal because, and I think the reason I got a steal is because obviously when I send out emails for features, I send pieces of my work. So that does help for young artists who are doing that.
Give them a jewel.
Yeah. Don't give them a SoundCloud link or something. I would say give them a high quality video, something that they can just boom and hear your sound at your best, right? So we came to an agreement, right? You wrote up the contract. I haven't really elaborated on this with you, but you wrote up the contract for me, helped me out, made some edits on it, and we got it done, bro. We got it done, and he was 100 about it. Like, he might have came and shot a video.
We never know.
I don't know.
We're moving on. Video coming soon. We don't know. The title of the project, you named it after your second song because you made the song first and then named the project.
Yes, sir.
What made you decide Remember Me was the name to go with? And why did you decide to have a track named after it or the project named after it? Because I'm actually lying. You actually have the name first, right?
Yeah.
You actually had the name first before you made the song.
Yeah, for sure. It was all about growth. I think it's just growth, bro. Because I know how it is, man, to be in that situation where you're not supposed to make it. You're not supposed to. So when you come from somewhere where you don't have much and you see that growth, like, man, I'm really in this. That was what Remember Me was symbolizing. Like, remember, like, when I...
Remember?
Do you remember, motherfuckers? No, like that, like...
The real shit.
Yeah, y'all went to high school with me. Y'all knew,
shit.
like, how goofy I was or how I did this or...
But you see the deal. You
Not,
see the...
I wouldn't say goofy, but I mean, like, my funny little
shit.
kid, like, bullshit. And you look at now, like, the position I'm in where it's a business and, like... I'm still having fun, but look at the growth, man, from the first record I dropped, All Angles mixtape. It's called All Angles, the mixtape on SoundCloud, to now. Like, I think this was just a little quick statement, you know, like, but it's a good record, and I really look like, I think there's a bar where I said, remember me, like, I was selling CDs out the trunk, trying to flip another dub, don't you remember me? Like, I remember selling CDs to people, like, and they were buying these CDs. They might have bought an eighth with it. Like,
free CD with an eighth,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were investing money, you know, $10, whatever it was.
Right.
And I remember that. So that bar, like, it's like, yeah, remember that, bro? I had no idea what I was doing, but here we are now, like.
But you may not have known what you was doing, but
I respected the process, bro.
Exactly. And I don't know if you God oriented or not. We ain't gotta talk about that. But God does things where
yes,
he puts things into play and puts ideas into your mind.
Amen.
10 years from now, bro. And you may think that it's just ordained or something just happened. In real life, it's not. It's just God sees all, and He's already predetermined where you should go, and you're gonna take those steps to get to where you're gonna go. And shit ain't by fate.
Nah,
you know what I mean? This is all hard work, dedication, but also this is written. This is like what I tell niggas, like, oh, you gonna make it? Like, you think you gonna make it? Like, oh, it's not a thought process. I don't think. Nigga, this is written in stone. When you go to a gravesite and you see somebody's name on a stone, nigga, what that mean? That's solidified. That's stamped. This shit is stamped. It's already written. And you got that. So it's already written. That's my opinion for it. And that's why
that's love, man.
How I feel about it, for no cap. What do you want the fans to take away from this project, bro?
Well, first of all, I want my fans to more so take from Biggest Little Dream, the one that we're like reviewing today. But for this next one, man, I just want people to see, like, we can have fun on a record too.
Right.
Like, I know how to make hits, man, and I feel like, man, that sounded cocky. Not at all like that. Nigga, but like but I know how. I know what a good I know what a good sound is.
Talk your shit, nigga. It is what it is.
My bad, bro.
You know how to make hits.
Yes, bro. So, I have a good ear for what sounds good and what's dope, man. So this is one of those where it's like, you might not give a flying fuck about what I went through.
Right.
And I'm like that with some artists myself, bro. I don't care. I just like this one song. That's hot, bro.
What's up?
So you don't. This is one of those records where it's like you don't have to like connect with me too much. Just have fun. Turn up. This is a slap. Like it's a bop.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's there's bounce to it. Like you don't gotta think too much. This will give you a reason to play it when you fucked up on Friday night. And hey,
And
you don't want to listen to 4th Street. Like, you don't want to listen to Letter to My Father.
Right,
Like
right.
you just trying to turn up, bro. So this is one of those. You know, everybody has to have one of those. You already poured up.
Yes, sir. I poured up.
Shit.
We get into the backstretch of things.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've been on the backstretch, but
I know. I've been bullshitting.
we're on the last like 300.
I elaborate, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dirty bandit. Shout out Leatherwood.
Excuse me. Licking him to shoot a little bit. All right, let's get into it. What's next? So, I mean, it's only 4 songs. And I know, like, fans are going to be wanting new stuff, but it's not like you just didn't drop a project within a year.
Right.
But where does O.G. David James go after the 4-track EP? Where does he see himself going? And I know you're working on a project and albums and all that shit.
Yeah.
But what do you want to announce about where it's going next?
I don't want to announce it, but I know where like the industry and where things are going, right? As far as you got to have some weird clout thing to like for people to click your shit and talk shit about you.
For sure.
Because that's all they want to do.
For sure.
Who is OG David? Like,
Right.
Bro, I can
Why
already
his name
see
OG?
it. Yeah, I can already see it, bro. So, in order to get there, which is where you want to be as an artist, right? Unless you give a fuck about what people think, then that's probably not the best.
Which we all kind of think. We all fall victim to it in a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
We're human, right? So we're going to.
But it's coming from if it's coming from a troll on Twitter, who gives a fuck? But that's what I'm talking
Who gives a
about.
fuck about that? Dude?
Absolutely.
Do you suck my dick?
So, man, he got me on trolls. What the fuck?
Where we going next? What's next?
So my thing is, I just want to be at the right place. My pops always told me, the right place at the right time, bro.
And never talk about your moves.
No, never speak on what you do, because swipers be swiping, boy. Because they literally wake up and they'll think about what you're doing next, and they want to be a part of it. They like what you're doing, and they will do it.
They will suck you because they'll suck that shit down. Leeches.
Wait, I didn't finish. Where am I going?
Yes, where you going? Where you going? Where's OG James in 5 years? Fuck that. I don't like that question. Where are you going? Tell me where you going. I
genuinely feel like there's gonna come a day.
What's the ceiling? What's the ceiling? Where do you see yourself? Fuck that. What is the ceiling for OG David James?
Bro.
There is a ceiling. Is there not? If there isn't a ceiling, there's no ceiling.
Hey,
but if there is a ceiling, where does that ceiling go?
So I believe in God, bro. So my ceiling right here at home with my family, my goddaughter, my baby brother, my nieces, with them, I've already reached the ceiling because I'm always be there for them, no matter what. My family is everything. I'm gonna be fine.
Right.
But for music, my real passion, the shit that I put my heart, blood, and soul into,
equity.
Hey, bro, even if the rap pop off and fall off, that's why I mentioned
blood equity.
Yes, bro. It's gonna be huge, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I love what I do, and I love people, and I love the support, and I'm all into all the interactions and like everything that people are doing. I'm in tune, and I know that there's a talent there, and I know that I can take it huge. So I can't say where it's gonna be, but I definitely am putting out the content that's so different and so like, it's like an original sound. Like it's bringing back vibes from Mac Miller. Like I'm bringing back. I feel like I'm so different that there's gonna be something huge that comes, but I'm gonna let God decide that, bro. I'm gonna honestly let God choose my fate, but I know it's there, and I know the work ethic's there, and I know the talent's there, and the love, like the family, like good karma, like it's all there, bro.
Sure,
for sure.
Do you want? Who are some of the people that helped you, with this project coming up? Any producers, engineers, people in the background, anything you want to shout out?
Right. No, I definitely go with Jay Cruz, man. He elevated my sound.
Oh, yeah.
Retro Beats, my boy Ty, man. He's definitely helped out a lot. People like you, 7 Records. Good environment, man. Good people, and a lot of dope producers. Shout out Flory. Shout out Ty Retro. He's done a lot of work on the projects. Once again, Cruz, like he's helped me with getting my sound right, and all the features, man. It's all genuine love. I don't gotta tell them nothing, but
they know what it is.
Yeah, they already know, bro. It's all genuine.
So, quick little thing that I noticed. You're under new management. How do you feel? Why do you feel that was probably the next steps that you need to take? And how do you see that relationship, transpiring into something?
I think relationships are everything, right? I don't think you necessarily have to sign your life away to a manager. I think we're at a stage in music where you can do your own shit, but I think it needs to go a little further, right? So working with Blood Oath, man, and working with Jay Uno and 7 Records, I think it's been dope because you want somebody who's going to allow you to be creative. You want somebody who's going to allow you to have like creative control on what you do and help where it's needed, right? Mm-hmm. So I've never wanted a leash on me, and I've never wanted somebody to like tell me what's right and what's wrong, because I know I believe what I believe, right? I'm hard-headed, but I do think that you need somebody, and this is why I chose this management, right? Because you need somebody to help you along the way who's maybe not been there, but been there, right, if you get what I'm saying. So it's people who know what sounds good. They're listeners, and they've helped me out a lot with everything, every drop that I've had since I've started working with them. They just opened my mind a lot, and I think having a management, it doesn't have to necessarily be about like money, right? If you can build a relationship with somebody and you feel comfortable with them and you feel genuine love, like work with them, and unless they're a piece of shit, bro, like it's a door for you, Right. So I think it's just been like a genuine thing that has worked out a lot for me because I'm all over the place. I think every record slaps. like sure. Even ones I drop aren't as hard as I wish they would be, but it's good to have somebody in your ear who can help you with the parts of it. Yeah, man, the process.
Let's give that a round of applause.
Absolutely.
Let's take a little shot. Well, we're not gonna take a shot. Let's pour up these shots because we're about to play a little game. It's black and white, but it's on a new podcast, new show. So we're going to do it a little different. It's going to be rapid fire. It's kind of like Drink Champs. I'm going to name some shit out. You're going to pick one side or the other, and we're going to go from there.
Let's go, then.
If you can't pick one, then we're going to take a shot.
All right.
This is the last one before we do it. And hopefully I'll pick some hard ones and some ones that actually influence you and are about you. That was kind of the goal here.
Well, We're going to find out.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with the first one. Drake or J. Cole?
Drake.
The new OG or the old OG?
The new OG. Original, man. David James. Come on.
Music videos or music drops? Drops as far as...
Music videos.
Okay.
Both.
So take a shot. Cheers. Pull up your next one, man. Shit.
Man, you got me out here drinking with no chaser.
There you go.
Oh, wow. We got my boy Bam
Going
looking in
crazy.
the camera right now.
Going crazy behind the camera.
In the shots, man.
Going crazy. We got 3 more. Jack Harlow or Kyle?
Harlow.
Jack Harlow or Kyle?
It's a tough one.
Just ask you again.
805 live, man. Kyle.
That sound like 2 answers, so I'm asking you one more time. Jack Harlow
Kyle.
or Kyle? Okay.
Kyle. Kyle.
Steph or Tom Brady?
Steph and Curry.
Or Tom Brady?
I'm a diehard Patriot fan, so I might lean back.
You got Steph or Tom Brady? And if
Tom
you can't
Brady.
pick one, take a shot.
Tom Brady, final answer. Stop doing these questions. You made them just for me.
Exactly. So you got one more, last one.
Tom Brady and Kyle.
All right. And I did this on the last one, on the whim right now. Last question. Mac Miller or Kendrick?
Piece of shit.
You want to take a shot, my brother?
Yeah. Yes, I need
Already
a shot.
poured 'em.
You're a piece of shit,
I already
bro.
pulled him in. Cheers.
Oh, man. You're not a cool guy.
I'm a great guy.
That's not cool, bro.
I'm taking it with you.
We got Leatherwood laughing at me in the background right now, bro.
And let's give it a round of applause. That's the end of this motherfucking show.
You're not gonna let me answer that.
You just answered it. You said both. Take a shot. I'm waiting on you to take a shot. And then after you take a shot, you're gonna look at this camera, and you're gonna give a little shout out, things that you got going on, little what's the word? Plugs. You're gonna plug in what you need to do, and shit like that. Do you have any plugs?
Kendrick Miller.
You got it. We moved on past that. You took a shot already.
I'm mad that you asked me that, bro.
I know, it's a great question.
No,
you
it's
started
not a
talking
good
about
question.
Mac, and I was thinking Kendrick the whole time, and I was like, should I put Kendrick with?
That's a horrible
And then
question.
you brought up Mac Miller like 4 times, so I was like, oh, that's Mac.
Yeah, I love both of them.
Man, I didn't know that. That's actually something I learned just now. It's great. Do you want to give out any plugs? Your albums, shows? This is your time to give out the Lucky Summerfest. Any shows
Yes,
come out?
Lucky
merch, so
Summerfest.
they can get new merch, all that.
Yes, Lucky Summerfest, man. That's coming up on August 12th. I'm gonna be headlining next to Phyllis Driller, 7 Records. Philly, me and him gonna be headlining on August 12th, Friday night. I got tickets. Hit me up. Also, the project. I don't know if this is gonna be out, but
It will be out.
the project. Go tap in or remember me, man. It's a hit. I got 4 dope ass records, features with Lil Cito and a bunch of dope producers. So go tap into that and tap into my videos and love yourself and keep working hard, man. God bless.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Work hard. Something gonna happen, bro. I promise you.
And
Whatever it is.
And we out. You did.
And we out. Let's go, man.